Okay. So, as I was stating before, in the wrong spot, this piece is called Loaded. And I think it's just worth, noticing and acknowledging that all subjects, or many subjects, most words, are not, the concepts are not just black and white things. Every subject has got a lot of facets and a lot of subjective points of view. And I think in society these days, it's becoming harder and harder to get people just to acknowledge that not everything is just absolutely hard line and black and white. And there's a lot of different layers to life. And so I wrote this piece about things being loaded. So let's start there. The unity is loaded. Unity is heavy because it can be so many ingredients that make it so weighty. To achieve unity requires acknowledgement, recognition, understanding, and respect, and a willingness to make a concerted effort to bring together sometimes diverse cultures, each with their own loaded baggage of pure and far-flung ideas, perhaps brewed in mysterious gullies, historic wastelands, and hollows. Loaded cultures of solidified hesitation, hopelessness, desperation, survival instinct, being uncomfortably force-blended with the optimism born of high ideals, mountaintops, fine vibrations, and visions, hoping to achieve a mashup of the former barely malleable, practically immovable cornerstones, and the latter high wispy dreams, each warily circling the other, but both needed, not always wanting to know what the other is or isn't about. Yes, unity can be loaded. Loaded with questions, such as what should unity be and promote? How far do we cast our nets to try to gather fellows to the table, to break bread featuring a mulligan slew of ideas of unification, cultures loaded with mutual unfamiliarity, hesitation, inexperience, fear, anxiety, being truly unified, pressured to become a cooperative, well-meaning, all-inclusive, common goal-oriented unit. 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 How would we do that? Where would we start? We've never done that before. But wait a minute. Yes, we have. If you recall and consider one of the most satisfying activities and pastimes known to we the people, music and music making, do you remember singing with friends in grade school, choir class, synagogue, and at football games and other sports events, playing instruments in the elementary school band, high school orchestra, jamming in the garage, dancing together in the school gym, and at local clubs? Yeah, well, all those great social activities and performance efforts included music and had all started out loaded with social unfamiliarity, hesitation, inexperience, lack of skills, fear, anxiety. But we applied ourselves and learned to think, play, sing, and ultimately smile and dance, starting with determination, practice, nerves, support for, and from one another we found arts. We the people have sung, we the people have played, created, listened, and danced. We the people have been unified throughout our lives by music and music making, both refined teachers using techniques of cooperation and method, showing us the way across common and uncommon ground, and how to realize more than in the Russian community music to do that. That's because music is heavy. Music is loaded.
Please enjoy the reception.
Thank you.